But since it's not ignite, this is the first way. That's how to add a logo in. You just reduce it. You can zoom in to really resize that image properly to fit in. Since on a mobile device, you're not going to see everything as big as it is, so you have to really use this zoom in and out effect, ensure everything is properly aligned. Then another way is to delete. So I'm going to delete still and show you how I'm going to add another image. So I'll go to elements here. Remember, we're on the free plan. I'm going to search for ignite. So as you can see, we can see flames all around. So I'm just going to look for one that is pro. Is not pro. So anyone that doesn't have that crown is a free plan. So I'm just going to click on this free plan, and I'm going to reduce it to an extent and bring it to the side. Yeah, that's what we have. So I'll bring it close by. I'm just going to, the goal is to be able to organize it well. Increase and drag. If you're having any difficulty, just let me know. So we're just creating how to, so it's this ignite. So this could stand as the logo. Now another thing is, I don't want to have this background you see here. I want to have something else. So it's an ignite home. So I'll just click on the whole background like the way it's selected, the image selected, then replace. You see, when you click on this whole background here, you get this replace. So I'm just going to replace. You could replace also with an image you've downloaded, just like I did for the logo, but here I'm going to go to photos and search for the photos. Now another benefit of using the Canva plan is you have opportunity to more photos. Now don't get settled at this, because Canva is a very good tool, but like I said before, it's also important for you to learn how to build websites with code. But this is a very good start to web design and the web landscape. So let's just go to homes. I'm just going to search for home. Yeah, so this is a home. So I'll always ensure I'm not using a pro plan, like you can see. So I think this is really nice. So let's just pick this one, Ignite Homes. It feels like it's following theme. It's a bit dark. So Ignite Homes. So since it's Ignite Homes, you can see it has to, I want to shade off this part a bit. I want to make it follow the theme of my tag. So I'm going to click on this image still. As I'm clicking on the image still, I'm going to scroll through the down part. Now this is because we are creating, go to the down part and click on a color. So I'm going to click on this add color. I'll just make it this orange or probably yellow. Just let it have that flamey kind of effect. Then if you notice, our text is not visible. This main text of the website is no longer visible. Now that is because of the background. So what I can do now is I need to have something that would remove that background. So going back, I'll go back to elements again. Elements gives you the ability to have shapes, and also I'm going to cancel that search I made for Ignite. Are you following? Are you understanding what I'm saying? I will cancel the message for Ignite. I'll click on the rectangle effect. Rectangle. Once I click on it, I will change the color to white. So as I have this rectangle now, I'm going to click on it and change the color to white. So this is white. I'll just drag this thing you see here to the white aspect. Then I'll bring it to the front of this text. Now you can see it's covering the image, right? But now Canva has a feature that makes it possible for me to take this thing back. So I'm just going to cover the whole text. And when I cover the whole text, I'll scroll on the, still clicking on this thing. I'm going to go and say position. And I'll say to back. So by doing to back, I've taken that rectangle to the made it go behind. Not just that, I'm going to make this rectangle transparent. So I'll move to where I see transparency and I'll reduce it. This will make that white background faded, so it's not going to look too bright, making my text more visible than when it was on the ordinary background. So when I've done this, I'm still going to increase my text a bit so that it will look really nice. The background, I'm going to increase this. I would like to also increase this text a bit, so I'll click on it, on group, reduce a bit here, because I don't want it to be too big on the page. So I'm going to carry this one to this place a bit, bring the text below a bit. So when you've done this, I've been able to create the homepage. So I'm going to just reduce this a bit, and just for aesthetics and to make it look really nice, I'm going to add a corner radius on the rectangle. So I'll come here, scroll to where we have corner, and increase the corner. All these things you would also learn how to do them with code. When you set up yourself to learn programming, you learn so that you'll be able to make big impacts. You're going to learn better opportunities, but learning this is the beginning and a very, very good start to get your hands on and to even do things for yourself. So this is it. Now this is what we have here. We have a text. I'm going to bring this one a little bit down. Now if you're having any issues with the movement, you can just zoom in a bit. So this is the zooming in, and here we go. Yes, now you can see this unique and housing is the space is too much. So I'm just going to come and see where you see spacing. I will reduce line spacing. I will reduce the line spacing. You can see. So I've taught you a lot of things in this short while, just different tools already, so that even if you are not using this template, or you are doing something else, you will know what to do. So we want to change this unique housing because it's my own website. It's no longer, it doesn't belong to those old people. So you want to change the text to be what you want. So I'll just click on the text and change it to what I want. So I'll just say my own is, I'll say mine as your dream home awaits, something like that. Then I could also change this text, but because of time I will not do that. You can take time to change it in your free time, but let's move on. So with this, I've been able to complete the home page. That's the major banner of the website. Now we'll still need to resize this a bit so that you can see. We don't want it to look too big. We don't want it to look too small. I think it's okay like this, perfect like this. So your dream home awaits. So this is what we have when you get to the website. If you feel you are not seeing the text well, you could still reduce the transparency of that rectangle. So if I reduce it to increase the brightness of the triangle. Now another thing is you could change the font of this, the design of this text. So I'm going to go to, how did I do it? I clicked on the font text first. I go to fonts and I did Repo Bold. This is Repo Bold. I could just search for more fonts, but I think this is okay. Let me see this Sarah Match. What does it do? I really don't like it. So let's check this. Alex Brush. Your dream home awaits. Not really. Or Poppins. Yeah, let's leave this. Let's leave this on. And another thing is to make the text bold. So bold in this thing. You can make it, you are free to do it the way you want. Okay, I think the bold is not very good. I'm just going to leave it like this. You want simplicity, but you want to do the best you can at the end of the day. Now you can see this button. The button is still purple and is not flowing with the theme of my website. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to make it orange, I believe, or probably yellow, orange. I think, guess or red or something. Orange, I believe, will be better. Now we have Ignite Homes, and let's also see if we can change this Ignite Homes to white. How it look like? Okay, it looks like it's lost, so let's just leave it as black. So with this we have been able to finish our first home page. Next thing is we are going to be designing all these other pages.